More than 8 million Texans have early voted. This is the final day to vote early, and polls will be closing in just a few hours. Fox 4's Stephen Dial talked with people voting today. Stephen.
More than 600,000 people have already early voted in Dallas County and also in Tarrant County. While the numbers have been strong in North Texas, it likely won't surpass the numbers in 2020, but there's a reason. It's because there was an extra week of early voting due to the pandemic. On the final day of early voting in Texas, we saw a constant flow of people coming in. While there weren't long lines at busy polling locations, voting early was still a priority for many.
Just to get it out of the way. I don't want to stand in the long lines and just, make it happen.
I was in and out of there in 10 minutes. It's super easy.
The Fretz Park Library has been Dallas County's busiest location, with more than 21,000 people having voted by noon on Friday. In Dallas County, more than 600,000 people voted early. That's 40% of registered voters. It won't top 2020's numbers, but that's because in Texas, we had an extra week of voting due to the pandemic.
It's comparable to 2020, even though we had one more week of early voting back then.
Hyder Garcia is the Dallas County Elections Administrator. Since 2020, there has been a greater lack of trust with the election process in the U.S. Garcia wants Texas voters to trust the process.
At every polling place, you have Republicans and Democrats who are members of that community running the polling place, doing the paperwork, and checking everything.
Turnout has been strong in neighboring Tarrant County. As of 3 p.m. Friday, more than 603,000 people voted early. That's 45% of registered voters. Part of the reason is because more Republicans are voting early this year compared to 4 years ago. Up in Denton and Collin counties, more than 50% of registered voters have already cast their ballot.
It doesn't surprise me.
Why?
Because it's a major election.
As for the issues that matter to voters,
The economy is a big issue for everybody right now. I think just general concerns on direction of the country. So I think that's what's bringing everybody out.
with our country being so divided, voters also hope there won't be a repeat of the 2020 election fallout.
I'm hoping that after this election we can kind of come together better.
I think a lot of people are hoping that the country will come together regardless of what happens. As far as an update, Dallas County voters, you can vote until 9 p.m. If you're in Collin, Tarrant, or Denton, polls close at 7 p.m.
All right, Stephen Dial, thank you.